Tell us the definition of religion.
Of course, the specifics can vary a lot depending on the religion, but
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our Father. And it is so good to see you, beautiful people, here again. I hope you came in the spirit because we'll be talking in spirit. I like to bear fruit, which means I speak from the heart. I hope all of you can do the same. I don't like sharing scriptures. They're on paper. Okay? And I like to hear fruit, bear fruit, speak the word. Okay? Anyways, today's topic, man, is religion or worship. Let me explain, man. This is a good one. Okay. Religion is bullcrap. All right. I'll go ahead and say it. Don't talk to me about religion. You can talk about worship all day. Worship means to assign a value to something. Okay? Religion is a set of practices to worship. So, AKA, religion is the traditions of men. Okay? Now, how ridiculous do people look with that big old robe and all these stupid things, and they're shaking smoke? And I'm sorry, dude, I don't think Jesus did or told us to do any of that stuff. I think you're full of crap. I think you want money. I think you're deceiving people. I don't think you're living in spirit. I think you're living in a dead word. And while the word is hanging on a tree, it is cursed. So, my friend, you are cursed. You are a bare fig tree, okay? You look like you got religion, but you don't have anything. And if you know anything about the word, you'll remember the curse of the fig tree. Now, I really want all of you to go look up these things I'm saying. The reason why I'm not providing it for you is because you need to search. Ask and you shall receive. Knock and it'll be open for you. God in the Spirit is very much alive. He's alive in me. He's alive in you. The only problem is you're getting in the way. Okay? So you need to cut out all the things that they told you to cut out. Like I said, I'm not a preacher. I'm not a teacher. We got one teacher. And our teacher that he sent is the comforter of the Holy Spirit, which will discern things for you. So take what I'm saying and go discern for yourself. Ask the Father. Okay? In his name, Jesus. So that's what we're talking about today. So religion, full of crap. Okay? Jesus said very plainly, when you go to pray, get in your closet, make sure no one's around, and do it in private, because the Father is in private, because he's a spirit that's inside you. So you're not going to find it running around everywhere. You're not going to find it worshiping for everyone to see you. You're not going to find it praying in public very loud. All those people get their reward from people. Okay? You want your reward from flesh? Then live in the flesh. You want your reward from the Spirit? Then live in the Spirit. Okay? So let's ask our robot. Tell us the definition of religion.
the definition of religion generally revolves around a set of beliefs, practices, and systems that relate humanity to spirituality and moral values. It often involves worship of a higher power or deities, and it can include rituals, scriptures, and a community of believers. Of course, the specifics can vary a lot depending on the religion, but that's the general idea.
Is that basically, to sum that up, could you say that's kind of the traditions of men?
In a way, you could say that religion often includes traditions that have been developed by humans over time. These traditions can be ways of expressing and practicing faith, connecting with the divine, and building a sense of community.
Okay,
So,
so
yeah.
we'll just pause right there. I just want yes or no answers for that. Is that basically the traditions of men, right? In order to worship, correct?
Yeah, in a simple sense, you could say that religion does involve traditions that people have developed over time for worship.
Okay. So worship means basically to assign value to something. Is that right?
Yeah, that's a pretty straightforward way to put it. Worship is essentially about showing or expressing the value or reverence you have for something or someone.
Okay, so that's like the act, like act. You know what I'm saying? Of doing something. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. It's the act of showing that something or someone has great value or importance to
Okay.
you.
Did Jesus tell us to go to a building in church and be seen by people, or did he say when you worship the Father, go in your closet and pray in secret?
Yeah, there's definitely a moment where Jesus emphasizes the importance of praying in private. He talks about going into your room and praying in secret so that it's a genuine and personal connection with God rather than doing it for show. So, yeah, he definitely emphasized the sincerity and privacy of worship.
Okay. So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And did he ever tell us to wear a big robe or have one of the incense smokers?
Not really. In fact, he often pointed out that it was more important to focus on the sincerity of your heart rather than external appearances. He often criticized the religious leaders of his time for making a big show out of their religious practices. So he was definitely more about authenticity than fancy rituals.
Oh, that's interesting. Thank you so much, ChatGPT. So, guys, I think we kind of rest our case on this one. I hope you all stay blessed. And honestly, not all preachers are bad. Tell them if they don't have the Holy Spirit, they're borrowing the Christian name and interest, and they'll have to give it back one day. All right, guys, bless. And the small churches are pretty good, man. These small town people are good. So God bless you guys. And thank you so much for coming. And remember, Spirit first, always. I'll see you in the next episode.